Hi guys, it's Gracie here. If you have watched my previous video, I'm sure you have seen this Kazumi Hitbox. So I've basically customized the look and feel, but there's still one missing part, which is the custom button. It still comes with the stock Sanwa button, which I don't quite like the feel because there's no tactile feedback and it's quite noisy. So I've ordered some Gamerfinger keys together with a number of switches just to try it out which suits me better. Let's check it out. First, let's check what we have got in our packages. This is basically the Gamerfinger button and the rings, together with the caps of course, followed by different set of switches. You might have noticed that there's two different packages. One from Focus Attack, basically the cap and the button, and Nobel key for all the different kind of switches. It's definitely a lot cheaper by doing so, because instead of paying $1.50 for one switch, you're only paying maybe about $3 to $4 for 10 switches. Yes, you heard me right, 10. First, let's have a look at the button. As you guys know, for Hitbox, they use mostly 24mm button, which is the one on the left, except for the up or jump button, which is 30mm. So what you are seeing here is the 5 different buttons: Kailh Speed Bronze, Kailh Speed Silver, Gateron Blue, Cherry Blue, and of course, one of my most favorite on my keyboard, Cherry Brown. Let's just try them one by one. So for the switches, basically you're supposed to put this in, but it's not that straightforward either, because if you see at the bottom, there's the sharp pin edges, which you need to line it perfectly with the pins here. Let me see if I can show you. Here, these ones. And at the bottom panel, it's basically supposed to touch the metal plate, and that will send the signal to your quick disconnects, and you connect that to your wires as how you should usually, with standard Sanwa buttons or anything else. So what I'm trying to do here is to put the cherry blue switches into the button, but it just doesn't fit somehow. I think I found a problem. Let me zoom in. There's two metal pins, which is this and this, but at the same time you also have these plastic pins at an angle, which is here, and of course the middle hole plunge. If you look at the button, it's a little bit different. You have your middle holes and the pin, but the one on the sides is basically sealed, and I think this is what is causing the problems. So if I were to put these custom buttons, I definitely need to cut the side of the plastic, which I hope will work. I'll just get a cheap button just to try it out, so not to break my cherry buttons. Oh, here we go. And I just found out that the Kailh Silver and Bronze doesn't have that pouch on the side, and this should fit perfectly fine. Let's just try and see if I'm right. There we go. That's easy. Way easier than I thought. So for signs, let's just cut the side of the cherry blue MX. For this part, you need to make sure to use the pliers, grab towards the end of the plastic pin and pull outward. If you don't, and if you try to twist during the process, what you will end up is to have this remains here, and you will need to use some sort of cutter to slowly cut it through, which is a waste of time, honestly. To recap, when removing the plastic on the switches, make sure you hold the end and pull it outwards in one smooth motion. Do not twist or pull during the process. Doing this will make sure that you have a clean cut and you do not need to do any additional steps involving a cutter. Look at this. This is a clean, perfect cut. So again, here you just need to insert the button. Make sure the pin connectors are on the same side with the holes on the button, and just push it in. Make sure that the fit is tight and there's no room for wiggles. So the last step is to close the button with the cap. There's cross here, which you're supposed to match with the cross here. Yep, this is the wrong size, obviously. So, and the big side with the big side, I guess. Well, we'll find out if it works. Make sure the big side is facing each other, and once it's in place, just give it a firm press. So there we have it. Fully depressed button. So I'll fast forward this part a bit. Basically, you just need to do 3 steps. First, take a switch and then remove the legs if necessary. Second, put that switch into the button. And third, close the button with the cap. Make sure to match the big side with the big side. So there we have it, guys. All of the buttons are completed. This is basically the Cherry Blue MX, Kailh Speed Bronze, Cherry Brown, Kailh Speed Silver, and Gateron Blue. Of course, all of them have their own different sound, and they may be also different after we put it into the hitbox. So, for example, between Cherry Blue and Gateron, which both are quite similar, and the super loud Speed Bronze, well, not that loud actually. It's not too bad. The Tactile but silent brown. The Tactile is very similar. Just look at this. Except without the click sound. And of course, Speed Silver, which is as flat as you can get. And quiet. Of course, not to forget the Sanwa, which it is really the loudest. There's no comparison. Like, even if I do the same button pressing, especially when compared with silver or bronze even. Now if I compare it with the blue or Gateron Blue, it's a no-brainer. So once I fully switch away from Sama button, I'm not sure what will happen if I use another hitbox which is a full Sama button. I guess it would be really noisy. once you've tasted something better. In case if you need to remove a button, there's this hole at the bottom, and you're supposed to just push it out. Yep. And the last step is to remove all the standard buttons and replace it with the Gamerfingers. If you want to know how to remove the button, make sure you check out the description in the video. The good thing about Click screw is basically you just need to put the button through the hole like such. And then from the other side, just screw them together like this. I really love this, it's so convenient. Now, just repeat the same step for the other 11 buttons by removing it and then replacing it with the Gamerfinger screw-on button. Finally, after almost 2 hours, just to do this, you're done. Before I seal, just want to make sure that it's working, so I'll be flipping this over. And just give it a try. Ooh, so different. So if I remember correctly, for cherry blue switches it's basically this, and this too, cherry blue. For Gateron blue, it's basically 3 of these. For Kailh Speed bronze, it's this one. Kailh Speed silver is basically this, because this is a button I don't use. Damn, actually it feels quite nice. And finally, cherry brown, which is this. I can even hear the spring. Here's a quick comparison in slow motion. You can see how cherry blue have slight resistance and tactile feedback to it. So there we have it guys, Gamerfingers on a Hitbox. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed throughout the modding process. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything else you would like to see. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to click the like, subscribe and share button. And hope to see you again next time. Bye!